Okay guys, today we got a 2002 Toyota Tacoma. This one has a 2.4. We're just going to be doing some spark plugs. So start off, we're going to have to get to all these coil packs here, and the boot is in our way. So we're going to buzz off this 10 here, and we'll just take the whole thing off. Take this 10 and this 10, and we'll buzz those off, and then pop this clip off. We'll pop these clips off. Gotta separate these wires here. Anyways, I'll buzz that off and we'll get back to you.
Okay guys, we're right underneath this case here. Make sure you don't do this when it's hot, because there's a metal piece of tin cover in there for the exhaust for this air. There are two, what size are those?
12 millimeter.
12 millimeter nuts right up underneath this right here. This one's hot right now. So, and then you'll be able to pull that off, and of course you got your 10 there. So we get that air breather and we'll get it out of the way so we can get to those coil packs. Okay, get to a 10 millimeter there, and we'll start pulling. The coil packs have a 10 millimeter on each one. You can use a Phillips too, but they like to strip. So you're going to pull those off, all four of them. If the wire's long enough, you don't have to unclip it, but these ones are pretty short, so they may need to be unclipped. Just going to push down right there with your thumb and pull straight out. We're going to do that to all four of them. When you put these back in, it's always good to put the parts that you took off back in the order you did, but coils really don't matter. So we like to put them in order of how we took them out. So if there's any oil leaking or something, we can determine where that oil leak is. But in this particular situation, when it comes to coils, it really doesn't matter. They all work the same way. There is no numerical order. So we're going to grab a spark plug wrench here. These are a 5/8. Going to use an extension here. Sometimes you might have to use a magnet to get those out if you don't have the little rubber piece that's inside your socket. Oh, in this case, we're getting lucky. Came right out. Numero 2. When you put these back in, they should be torqued at 175 foot-pounds. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's like 14 pounds, but just put them down there and just kind of snug them tight. All right, here we go with the new plugs. And they are a 2526. No specific order for these either, but when you do pull them out of the box, you should always make note whether or not they've been dropped and whether they've been closed, the gap on them. That is hot. If you look right there, you can see the gap on it. If those things are touching, then somebody dropped the box. Just glance at them and make sure they're not touching. They should be pre-gap for you. All plugs nowadays are pre-gap for you. Always start by hand with these. Don't just run them down, because you don't know if the threads have caught yet when you're spinning them, if you're using an electric ratchet or any type of electric or air gun. So you're just going to go down nice and easy, and then you can crank them all you want. That way we know the threads have at least started. And there he is, about a quarter turn. After it tightens up, quarter turn and snug, you're good to go there. Maybe even a little less than a quarter. All right, now we can drop all your coil packs back in there, making sure that you're turning them the right way. As long as you get those straight, they will snug right where they're supposed to be. Kind of rushing this one because this customer is actually waiting up front. got all those on. Now he'll run his 10 millimeters down, and then we'll run that air back on backwards. These should be about 6.5, 7 pounds, so not very tight, just enough to hold the coil down in their position. Now you're going to put your air intake boot back on, making sure that the studs on the bottom down there line up in the holes so that she catches right. You can see those holes now right there. Oh, let me get you lined up here first. All right, now go ahead. She's not too happy. Push really hard, harder than you think hard. There you go. This one kind of got bound on us a little bit, so we will run her back out and straighten her up. So he's going to tighten that one up, put your clamps back on, tighten those up, and you are good to go. So I hope this video helped you out. Please click like, please click subscribe, click on my name underneath this video for all my other how-to videos, and as always guys, enjoy.